I made it. I'm late. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Wednesday Whispers. Love being here with you every single week. I had a bit of a hiatus because my son had hockey every single Wednesday night. So that's where I've been. So sorry for the delay. Hockey season is over. We're into spring hockey, but that's different. If this is your first time to Wednesday Whispers, I say welcome. And how these evenings go is that I, bring through messages. I pull some cards here to tune into your energy if anybody's needing a message here tonight. And as well, please say hello, when you get here. Hey, Jeff. And then also I connect to the other side. So trying to bring messages through the other side, and also wanting to bring in some evidence that there's life after life. That's one of my main missions here. If you're new to me, I have had a wild journey. I used to be an opera singer and then became a medium 6 years ago, which is just wild, and has led me here to connect with so many of you in my community. Hi, Elizabeth. Hey, Liz. Hey, Bonnie. How is everybody on Instagram? Hello, Kalina. Hey, Lydia McGraw. Hey, Meg. Hey, Corey. Hey, Alberta. Hello, guys. Welcome. And again, I'm so happy to be back. Hey, Amber. Love to be back. Please say hello when you get here. I always want to do my intuitive mug. What am I drinking tonight? I mean, my tea tag is hanging out, but I want you to use your intuitive abilities and to blend with this mug here tonight. What am I drinking? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it fruity? Is it earthy? What am I drinking tonight? Part of our night is about you using your own intuition to discern if these messages are for you. If they don't feel like they're for you, then I always say just scroll along. Don't worry about that. And if you're feeling like you'd like a card here tonight, then please say that you'd like a message here tonight. Aw, thanks, Noor Blake. Yes, hockey season almost killed me. I'm not gonna lie, it was so intense. Oh, Jeff, you're first time here, and you're like my first one logged on as well. A couple of things I got coming up, you guys. I also have some Zoom messages at the end of this month where it's just like 14 people, and it's kind of like Wednesday Whispers, but you're guaranteed a reading. Every single person has a reading by the end of that time. And then what I'm really excited about this month is that I am beginning my signature program, The Magic of Mediumship, is a 5-6 week program with me where you can develop your own abilities. So if you've been thinking about wanting to develop your intuition, connecting to your loved ones on the other side, learning some psychic skills, I kind of go through the major basics, a lot of foundations there. So that's kind of some stuff I've got coming up, but let's get into it. Oh, Liz, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey, Lori, so nice to see you. Hey, Karkar. Hey, Meg. Hey, Bree. Hey, Nicole Sanka. Hi, Angela. Welcome. Okay, so let me just kind of go. I know that Jeff said it was his first time here. So I'm going to use my beloved angel deck that I always use and just kind of tune in. I always feel like with these nights, even if I don't say your name or I missed your name or something like that, I always feel like these messages are for all of us. There's usually a universal message, a higher type of overarching theme for all of us here tonight. So I know that you said, Jeff, this is your first time. So where did you go here, Jeff? Jeff Lemmer. Jeff, is your body really stiff? Like, I just feel like your joints are very stiff. They're showing me they actually want you to have magnesium. And I don't know if magnesium, I think it must be good for joints because that keeps coming up in some of my readings. But yeah, they're making me feel like magnesium is going to help you sleep better and also just be very helpful for your joints. The card that comes up here for you is intuition and downloads. So they want your guides, want you to know that we are trying to deliver so many messages to you. We are trying to whether it's repeated numbers or you're seeing coins in weird places or feathers or, things we think are just a coincidence. They're we are trying to get some messages through to you. So, Jeff, if you don't have a practice where, a spiritual practice where it's, just kind of tuning into your spirit, walking in nature, maybe some breath work and kind of really being still enough to kind of listen, and sometimes spirit teaches me the ways that they communicate is really just by transfer of thought. Sometimes we just get a thought in our head and we're like, where did that come from? And that's usually the spirit world wanting to communicate with us. So I hope that makes sense, Jeff. So if you've been going through a spiritual awakening, if you're I feel like you're also maybe into some conspiracy theories and stuff like that, your guides are giving you a lot of info. So I hope that makes sense, Jeff. Please let me know what resonates with you in the comments. Let me just pop over to Instagram here. I have always tried to join these streams, but it is impossible. They just don't make that possible. So I love that there's a whole bunch of birthdays here. Kelly, I was just thinking of you the other day because me and we went swimming at Spray Lakes, and I remember I saw you there once. I actually was just thinking of you this week. So who would like a card here? I see Corey Creative. Corey with 2 eyes there. Corey Creative. Corey Creative. Lots has been going on lately. Yes, 'tis the season. That is the energy that we are in. So that makes sense. Corey Creative. Also, like I just kind of feel like even like just shifting in like the work that you're doing. So even if you're retired, there's a new project on the go, or there's a new pivot here with your job as well. One of the biggest things we're asking here for you, Corey, is about listening deeply. It's one of those things that you guys, our energy, we're not working in survival mode anymore. We're not pushing anything. If we feel like we're working hard for something, we know that it's not aligned. So really listen to your intuition here, Corey, that it's almost like, should I do this? They want you to like really feel like, does this feel like a strong yes for me? Does this feel like a strong no for me? There's no more toughing through it, you guys. We're over that. We're not doing that anymore. I think we all are kind of at this place where it's like, life is crazy. Like I have to protect my own energy and my own thoughts. So be very, very discerning right now as energy here and getting Corey. And the second card that actually came up for you was about forgiveness and understanding. So this feels like things even for yourself, some forgiveness in your own heart about what you're trying to accomplish and not being so hard on yourself. So I hope that resonates with you. Oh, so easy to say, or for them to inspire that within us, but oh my gosh. You love Wednesday for this reason, Antonella. Aw. I know I missed you guys. I think I was like gone almost all of February because I had like a tech thing where like I remember I came on and like nobody could hear me, and then my son's hockey games. Oh my gosh, it was just crazy. Whose birthday was it again? Was it Liz's birthday? Hey Cheryl. Hey Dawn. We've got a bad shoulder. Yeah, I feel like stiffness in your joints. So, take some magnesium. They make me feel like you need magnesium for sleep, digestion, everything. They actually show me it's like milk in your bones. Jeff. Where did Liz go? Are you here? Were you here, Liz? Did you see it? So wasn't it somebody's birthday on here? Glenda Winger, you love. It is you. Yes, Elizabeth Crowley. Okay, yes. So happy birthday. I just feel like you're really tired, Liz. I just feel like you're doing too much. Remember that, like that golden rule, like less is more. I just kind of feel like you're overwhelmed. They show me you're in a time of overwhelmed. So they're like, we need you to choose what brings you joy and contentment. So even if it's just like 5 minutes, you guys, it's like, what's going to bring me joy? Is it this morning I had a butter tart and that was my joy. I was like, I'm like being so strict about my diet and trying to like, do all the things. And today my joy and contentment was a butter tart. So even just like those 3 minutes in the sun as I had, that was like my joy and contentment. So they're like, we need you to kind of like make sure throughout your day, you're having these little like sun droplets of joy that you're bringing into your life, whether it's like a favorite tea, or it's going and having some breaths, outside in your backyard, or whether it's like reading a chapter from your favorite book. But there's just something they're saying, like, we need you to make sure you're watering your own plant. It's kind of what it feels like. Make sure you're taking care of yourself before you're trying to help everybody else. So I hope that makes sense, Liz, especially on your birthday. I love that message for you. Magnesium baths. You can take magnesium baths. You can just buy like magnesium like that. The fresh air, I know. We're in such weird times. It's like spring, winter here in Alberta anyway. Hey Bree, hey Nicole, C Mac G. Did you say it was your birthday too? Oh, it is your birthday too. Okay, let's do all the birthdays. C Mac G. I just feel like you're making big changes, like coming out of old patterns and habits. So, I always feel like you're going to be doing it in April, so whatever the too much is for you, if it's like smoking too much, drinking too much, eating too much, shopping too much, scrolling too much, it kind of makes me feel it has to end. And this is kind of like that leftover energy we're kind of feeling from 2025 still. It's like as we start moving into this horse energy, where big changes and movement is happening. And they just say that they're also bringing you a whole bunch of healing energy. So that's what I kind of feel like the body wants to be renewed. So whatever habits are kind of making you feel, kind of like a little bit heavy, they say like, we want us, to change some of your habits here. We want to bring in some beautiful healing to give you lots of energy. And I feel that kind of coming up in April. So I hope that makes sense for you, and happy birthday. You have a young family, so you get it. Right. Oh, totally. Who else would like a card here? I just feel drawn to Jody McLean Cunningham. Hey, Jody. I don't know if you guys noticed, I did like a whole like kind of rebrand. I've got some new little symbols and some new writing, some new colors. Love my new website. I got some new offers out too, some like courses you can just buy, like how to meet your loved ones masterclass, how to meet your spirit guides masterclass. So that was kind of my big project the last here. Jody McLean Cunningham. The word I'm hearing here about you, Jody, is that you've been flustered. Yeah, and they say, we need you to surrender. If things aren't going your way, we just need you to trust that everything's always working out for you. Like for me, I just feel like you're really frantic for some reason. I kind of feel like you've got different projects on the go that you're having trouble kind of like, okay, I gotta do that, and then I forgot to do that. I just kind of feel like very scattered energy with you. And they're just like, can you just give us some of it? Our guides show us that they can't really intervene until we engage them, until we interact with them. So I just think they're like, please call on us, please ask us for help, and whatever you can't carry, we want to carry it with you. The act of surrendering and letting go of some control. It feels like that's kind of what a muscle that you're stretching right now, Jody. So I hope that makes sense. Hey, Mitch. Mitch, I'm so sorry about Kathy, you guys. Oh, I don't know if so many of you were so sweet and saw my post about Kathy McKee, and I know that you're her cousin, Mitch, and it'd be so crazy if she came through. I mean, I think I'm too close to it. I can't do that. But the woman that hosted like a lot of my events, like a lot of my readings, just passed away in her sleep. She just didn't know she had like pneumonia and just passed away. And it was just so sad. She was so vibrant, so healthy, amazing grandmother. And I just miss her. And we just don't know our time, and I'm just grateful for my clients that also rescheduled a couple times. Because that was crazy. Oh, it was Christine. Yeah, we just never know our time. Glenda, I felt drawn to you anyway, Glenda, and you said, so I'm just going to pull in for you here, Glenda. I just feel like you've kind of been restructuring your home or something like that. Are you downsizing and decluttering? I know spring is the time for that. I just kind of feel like a lot of, releasing old stuff makes me feel like it's like, fabrics or bedding, and things that you've collected. So whether it's downsizing or whatever it is, one thing they're saying, Glenda, that as you're moving through this time right now, you're really kind of dealing with some inner child healing, and actually this makes me feel like that you're also on a quest for joy. It's almost like, what did I love when I was 8 years old? And that's what they want you doing now. It's almost like you got lost in like, raising kids and career and all that kind of thing. Now I feel like they're saying, remember when you used to do, that they are kind of asking for this piece to be returned. We call it kind of soul retrieval. Sometimes we can ask for parts of our soul to return to us. Like when we're going through a hard time, it's like, oh, what did used to light me up? I don't even remember what I was like, so I just kind of feel like they're encouraging some like new projects. This decluttering, it's like out with the old and welcoming some new. So some new hobbies and things like that want to come to you. So I hope that makes sense, Glenda. Oh, you're reorganizing your sewing room. Yeah. I feel that it's like decluttering, like fabrics and things like that. Okay. I totally felt that. Yikes. You're enjoying sewing. Okay. I love that. Yeah. It feels like childlike. It's almost like, memories with your mom or your grandma and things like that. There's just some beautiful, beautiful energy there. Love that. Let's just see who else is here. Hey, Chris. Hey, Madison. Hey, Taylor. Car 39. Hey, you signed up for one of my courses today. Oh, I think I saw that. The Spirit Guides one. I think you were like my first one to buy on my new website. Thank you for buying that workshop. I hope you like it. I'm totally open to feedback too. It's how to meet your spirit guides, and it's like a drum journey and a meditation. Yeah. So Car 39, I'm just going to give you a card here. Your guardian angels are just wanting you to know that we're supporting you. You know, I feel like they're just saying the last 2 years have been really kind of wild. It feels like a lot of restructuring and things like that. And your guides are just saying, we are with you. We're supporting you, and just know that you're being divinely guided right now. You know, sometimes we feel alone, and we're never alone. I've learned that our guides are always trying to direct our path. And so they're trying to reaffirm that for you here tonight too. Donna, you said you can't comment, but I see your comment. So it's working. I know that's something, sometimes that kind of is weird. Hey, Bonnie, I feel drawn to you, Bonnie Kolstad. Oh, I love that picture of you and your kids. You look so beautiful. It feels like that's like your highest self. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Lou. Hey, Donna. Zaria. Funny. I feel, Lornie, like you got to clear your house out. I know I was just saying that with the last person, but yeah, they're looking for more harmony and resolution in the home. You know, so whether this is just like there's a lot of an emotional energy or things like that, but I also feel like, you know, clearing it energetically, like they're showing me there's a few places they want dust out, but this could be energetic dust as well. Like they're making me feel like we want her to open the doors and like, you know, ask for new energy to come in. They even show me like opening your front door and your back door at the same time, so that air is like really shifting the energy in there. I just feel emotional energy. This, you know, this could be with kids getting home from school. It could be something that's just happened, but I just feel a lot of density in the home, and they're asking harmony and resolution. So I know it sounds so weird, but sometimes when we like wash our windows or wash some drapes that we haven't in a, you know, like, you know, a year or whatever, those kind of things can actually just revitalize the home and actually revitalize the soul and the emotions as well. So I know that's kind of sounds weird, but yeah, you haven't been in your home, unfortunately, and that's probably why. Okay, yeah, because they're making me feel like sometimes when we move external things, then it's like then there's a shift in our soul as well. So when you get back, or you know, who's ever there now, like I'd ask them like to clear some energy even before you get back, because it feels very dense, very emotional. So harmony and resolution, and they just see communication is very important for you right now too. It feels like just with your family and things like that, communication is key. Sometimes they show me that, you know, when we have arguments with people or say negative things about ourselves, that there's actually residual energy that kind of stays and lingers in the home. I know it's kind of weird to think about. Yeah. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Bonnie. Yeah. Remember singing at my wedding? No. Vicky, I sang at your wedding? Like when I was an opera singer? Oh, crazy. I don't remember that. I'm so sorry. My singing life I almost have like deleted it in my mind. Oh, it is a separation. I know I didn't want to say anything, Bonnie. I felt that. So I just kind of feel like that everything's revitalizing, and just like communication, resolving conflict is so, so important. And just the emotional, you know, engagement of all the kids too. So it just makes me feel always seeking. We're just even having an intention. Today I'm seeking resolution. Today I'm seeking resolution. Okay, let's just see here. Oh, Car, you love that card. Perfect card. Great. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Reens. Hey, Rosalind. Hey, Dawn. Marie, are you still here? I just felt drawn to give you a card here on Instagram, Marie. Excuse my hair and my makeup. I was playing mini sticks with my son before Wednesday Whispers. I like to look a little frazzled. I just can't escape hockey. It's just in everything. He beat me, by the way. Damn it. Marie. Aaron said, it recently bought some Palo Santo and want to clear the energy of your home. Yeah, I love that. And, you know, everybody chooses, you don't have to have like sage or smudge, like really listen to your own intuition, how you want to clear your house. Like, even the spirit world shows me citrus is really powerful, like just having open lemons or open oranges around the house. The intention, like kind of speaking to your home, having the doors open, all those kind of things can really make a huge difference. Kelly Spritzer. Hey, Kelly. Kelly Spritzer. Are you an entrepreneur, Kelly? Like, are you thinking of like expanding your business or starting a second business? You just make me feel like you're in this big time of expansion right now. Ask and receive. You know, even if things are tight financially, they're like, we need you to ask us to like assist you. You know, whether it's like we want to bring you a side hustle, or we want to, you know, bring in different kind of contacts for you or collaborations, or those kind of things feel really important. It's almost like I hope you're an entrepreneur, because I feel like you should be. That, you know, even when we're working on our own, we think it's just like us, but that it's like, it's all up to us. We've got to do it all. And they just show me, they're like, no, your guides absolutely want to be a part of this. They want to support you. Also feel like a really beautiful grandmother energy here that's also supportive of you. She says she brings you feathers all the time. So I hope that makes sense for you, Kelly. Let me know if that resonates. Jade, we've got a session next month. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to release my April dates probably sometime this week. So if you're on my holding list, I just release new times every month, and it's just first come, first serve. And I always trust divine timing of when we're supposed to connect. Hey, Ashley, you'd like a card. Perfect. So nice to see you. Ashley, you guys, is like an awesome entrepreneur businesswoman. I hope I wasn't just reading your energy when I just was talking to, I don't know where she went. Kelly Spritzer. Kelly, I hope that made sense for you. I feel like you've got a cool energy. So Ashley Diaz, she's yeah, I love your videos on like just moving your body and regulating yourself through dance. Very powerful. Give her a follow. Ashley, I just heard like her energy's returning. So even if you've been having like a bit of a dip in energy, they show me October was like super static for you. When did I see you? What month was that? Was that October? Yeah. They just make me feel like April and May. They show me end of April and May. It's just like a lot of highlighting. I also feel like you might be like, you're into Loom, that you are going to be like releasing some new programs or courses or something like that also in May. Friendship and union is the card that comes up for you. So I feel like this is a beautiful time for collaboration, networking, and getting all that kind of energy in sync for everything that's coming. And they also make me feel too, like they're showing me Facebook ads. So I don't know if like you've been learning how to do Facebook ads or that's a huge part of your business, but they just show me, it was October. They just show me that there's a whole bunch of like money available with your ads. So it's almost like they want your face selling things. They're like, people won't buy things from you if they're not seeing your face all the time. So even whatever you're selling, make sure your face is on it. I know this sounds weird. Oh, darn it. He didn't hear back from Kelly Spritzer. Hopefully she got that message. Aw, thanks, Liz. You're so supportive. Hey, Janine. Hey, Angela. You feel like your work life is falling apart. Oh, Stephanie Damon. And Stephanie, I'm sure we've had a reading before. Like, your name looks so familiar. Sometimes I just feel like I recognize your guys' names from Wednesday Whispers. I don't even know if we've had a reading, but I'm like, I feel like I know you. Stephanie Damon. You feel like your work life is falling apart. I always say it's good. You know, when our work life feels so hard and it's just like, so it's never rejection, it's this redirection piece. You know, it's always just showing you what unalignment is so you don't do it again. I do feel like things are going to shift for you, but they say just like it's still in about, it feels like 3 months away, Stephanie. So when I ask, is she going to stay at this job? The card that came up was no. You know, so I just kind of feel like things are shifting and moving and you're recalibrating and passing things off to people and just seeking for like what feels really aligned. You're saying she needs to do what is easy for her. So Stephanie, you need to do what's easy. Everything feels hard. If we're walking through sludge on something, it's usually not alignment. the timing's not right. So I hope that makes sense, Stephanie. Ashley on Instagram says, yes, I am. Yay, aligned. Ooh, okay. Done and done, just finished branding shoot. Oh, I love that. And curious if this has to do with brand collabs for other businesses. Love that. Yeah, I feel like I love your new photos because I feel like that's what they're showing me that's going to launch all your new stuff. Love that. Hey, Quinn. And Quinn Donovan, are you, is your mom, what's your mom's name? She always shows up on social media as Lulu Donovan. Oh my gosh, how have I forgotten your mom's name? Quinn Donovan. Your mom is like the most amazing woman. Why is my brain farting? Your mom is like so supportive. I think that's your mom. Maybe not. Oh, that's how long you have left at the school. It's 3 months. Beautiful. Yeah, so 3 months feels like a new chapter, a new opportunity is here, like a pivot or something like that. And I just think it just feels too draining and too hard. It just feels like it's not aligned anymore. If anything, I feel like, and I'm not sure if you're a teacher, but it makes me feel like you could do contract work. So it kind of makes me feel like even in July and August, there's like contracts that you're going to be kind of securing for the year. So it just doesn't look like, the same way that you're used to. And that's good. They don't want you to be that way. Hey, Megan, so nice to see you. I feel it's so interesting you say, Dawn, retirement is around the corner and having a hard time deciding what to do, move or stay. So hard. And I almost feel too like, I know that your generation talks about retirement, but for a lot of you, I feel like you want to be so busy. I just don't feel like, retirement isn't even like when I feel your energy, you feel like you're so busy. So I just kind of feel as though retirement is one way you could call it, I guess, but you're going to be really busy. Also, I'm not sure if you have a daughter or something like that, but it makes me feel like there's a young female that kind of still wants you close for a year or two. So it just doesn't feel like very fast. So maybe just make sure everything feels really aligned in your heart, is what just comes up for me, Dawn, about that. Just feels like there's a young female in your world, that needs you. And they just say earth and ground through this time. So I spend a lot of time in nature here for spring. It's so magical. The spring is so magical. Like nature communicating with us and rebirthing itself. So yeah, I'd spend some time in nature here and really tune into your heart. Hey Delana. Oh, Stephanie, you are a teacher. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, it almost made me feel like there's like a different sector you're going to work with and like have different contracts with or something. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm just going to start to transition you guys into some mediumship. You do, and you have one daughter. Yeah, I feel like for some reason, yeah, she's going to need your support somehow. I'm just going to, start to kind of tune in here a little bit to the other side and just see if I can bring through spirit. I did come on really late tonight. I was trying to get all my tech sorted and all those kind of things. And just kind of reminding you guys, like I've got, if you enjoy Wednesday Whispers, these little Zoom readings are so much more intimate. I get to see your faces. Everybody's guaranteed a reading. So Friday, March 27th is my next one. And then if you're intuitive and you're interested in developing your abilities, my Magic of Mediumship course is my signature course. And it's like 5 weeks with me. You get online content. You learned how to connect with your loved ones. You learn how the world speaks to you psychically. And that's coming up at the end of this month too, March 26th. So that's already next Thursday. So if you feel called to figure out your abilities, and you trust me, I love to walk you through it. It's always a beautiful, beautiful container. So now we're just going to kind of, turn our hearts to our loved ones. And I'd love for you just to, kind of tune into your heart here and just ask your loved ones to come forward and just even have this moment here tonight where you get to honor them and think of them. Our society does such a bad job of allowing us to grieve or allowing us to process death, and it's just, we're supposed to get over it right away. And I just would love for you here tonight to really build the opportunity to just remember them, to think of them tonight. You might, while I'm talking, you might kind of have a memory of them. You might realize, oh my gosh, I think I saw something, or That was such a weird coincidence that I thought of that person. There might just be something that you remember here tonight on Wednesday Whispers as we do this. So I just love for you to type their name in the chat. I just love for us to honor them. So who are you missing tonight? When you speak their name, they come closer. So who are you missing tonight? I just felt your dad, Ashley. I can't remember. Has your dad passed? Ashley, if you're still here. Hey, Monica, don't we have a reading tomorrow? Oh, I'm so excited for our reading tomorrow, I think I just saw you there. Yes, Cheryl, you're Justin. I miss my mom. I miss my son Chase and my miscarried daughter, Ruby. I miss, I had the most beautiful dream on my grandparents' day, my grandma and grandpa Mink. Stan, Shan, your dad, yeah. Your Nana, Alyssa, Norm, Kathy, Marty, your mom and dad, Angela, Vicky's mom, Kim's Bev, Stephanie's Lynn, Kathy's Joy, Dylan and Robert, your dad Greg, Bob and George, Brenda, Susie, Kay, Om and Opa, all of our fur babies. The 2 Dave, says Lou. Ro, your brother Michael, Tyrese, Grandpa Ingwald, Bob, your mom Megan, absolutely. Love that. Tracy, Grandma Doe, Grandma Florence, Grandpa Shem, Grandpa Russ, your dad Greg. Yeah, beautiful. Your dog Bailey, Dave, Jean, and Ashton, Lorraine. Ready. So how this works is that I just kind of bring in through some qualities about a spirit that how they communicate to me. It's almost like charade. So I'll kind of see flashes of things or hear things or feel things. And then I do my best to translate that. And it's up to you in your heart when I'm describing something that you feel like that kind of sounds like this person for me. And even if I mention 5 things and only 3 of those things make sense for you, it's really important for you to claim them in the comments. And when you do claim them in the comments, please say, yes, this that necklace makes sense to me, or I do have that gold ring with the purple rock, or don't just say yes, because then I don't know what you're referring to. So affirming of the things that make sense for you in the comments. And I know it's always kind of awkward on social media, so try your best. And then I'm just going to kind of start to tune in here. I've just got my crystal bowl here. So I just want to welcome the souls and guides here tonight for Wednesday Whispers, and just asking for a spirit to step forward and to show me where you are and what you've seen of their life and how you're communicating with them. We just thank you for bringing us together. There's a gentleman already here, and he feels very mischievous to me. He feels like very fun. I feel like he did have a mustache at one point in his life because he loves his mustache. And he feels very playful and teasing and would crack jokes easily. He shows me that he used to wear like a dress shirt, and he used to have like a pocket with a whole bunch of things in it. He kind of was like this all the time because kind of I don't know if his mustache is itching him or something like that. He says he loves music, and he is bringing through him dancing, which is always my sign that he wants you to know how beautifully he's moving again. So I do feel like he may have had some trouble walking near the end. But he tells me something. I feel like fluid in his lungs. He makes me feel like he had fluid in his lungs. I don't know if this is pneumonia or fluid in his body. I feel like all the organs are like having trouble moving through fluid or something he's talking about. So does that make sense to anybody? Yes, it does look like a light shirt to me, Taylor. And he doesn't look like he was that old when he passed. Like he looks like he was, well, and I mean, he's just very youthful. And he does say that he leaves you dimes all the time. He's very playful about where he leaves them. Like I almost feel like he balances them. Like he shows me he'll do like half on a coffee table, half off. And like puts them in your shoe. I think he's like very playful about how he leaves dimes. So let me know how this resonate with you. So on Instagram here, Bailey says Bob had a mustache, wore dress shirts and pockets, had COPD, and he was very sick the last 5 years. Do you remember him having trouble walking, Bailey? Do you remember him loving music? Yes, Stephanie, it is the new moon tomorrow in Pisces. Yes. So, Taylor, does anything else make sense to you here too, Taylor? Oh, thanks, Wanda. Hi, River. Gosh, that feels like a lifetime ago already. I think that was like November or something. So nice to have you here. Hey, Denny. So, Rhonda, what else is making sense for you? Yes, Bob. Yes, Bob. Yes, Dimes. What else makes sense for you, Rhonda? So I'm just going to describe him again. But he had he's very playful. He's like all geared up to be here and leaves dimes all the time. He has like he's kind of referring to this mustache or something like that. Always has a pocket with lots of little gadgets in it, like those plastic toothpicks and things like that in it, pens and glasses. I just keep feeling there's like fluid in my body, fluid in my lungs and around the lungs. I even feel like he used to hum to music and things like that. I just kind of feel this really. So Don, your dad was a dancer and singer. So Don, there's a couple other things that made you feel this was your dad. Sounds like your dad, he had lung cancer. He's a dancer and a singer, very jokey. Okay. So there's just a few things here. Delina, you said your brother loved dancing, especially to Michael Jackson. I always made fun of his mustache because he had blonde hair, but his mustache was red. And have you been finding coins, Delina? Do you remember him having like a Swiss Army knife or things like that on him? And Taylor, I just want to check back in with you. So Taylor saying, your uncle's had water retention. He did have a mustache and loved music. You kept the change from when he passed away. And Rhonda, this is making sense to you too. So Rhonda, I just want to go back to you. So Bob, is there two people with Bob? Is there somebody watching on Instagram named Bob and Rhonda Bob? Oh, this is the brutal part about Wednesday Whispers. Okay, so, and you find dimes all the time, says Rhonda. And all of it makes sense to you? The shirts, the things in his pocket, his lungs, he used to hum and whistle for fun. And he has hard to move the end. I feel like this is for you, Rhonda. I do feel this for you. This feels the most aligned. Oh, and he did have a Swiss Army knife. Oh, his name is Bob. How many Bobs do we have here? Okay. Yeah, okay, he did have a Swiss Army knife. I do feel this is with you, Rhonda, so this does feel like Bob for me. And I'm not sure, I can't remember if he said you find dimes all the time from him. But he says he leaves them in the funniest places here for you. And who is this to you, Rhonda? I was kind of hearing like a buckle up, like I feel a lot of motivation with him. I feel like he's trying to come through and like give you a shake, like, come on, let's get going. Let's life's hard, just keep plugging along here, and just trying to really be a cheerleader for you, because he just comes in like this dancing and this singing and trying to cheer you up and just like get you up and getting you moving. And we are in this year of the fire horse, so even for those of you that feel like this message might be for you too, if you feel like this is a gentleman that make resonance, and some of this message might be for you as well, because spirits try to communicate to me. They try to get through as much as they can to as many of you as possible. Oh, it was your husband, Rhonda. Yeah. Yeah, because he didn't look that old. Okay, yes, he felt younger. Because he just makes me feel like I need you to just, we got to get moving forward here. I need you to kind of let some of my stuff go and know that I'm okay. He says he's there with his parents. And he says that he's there with his dad. I feel like he's healing with his dad. So I don't know if they're reconnecting or something like that also with him, Rhonda. And so he's just a huge motivator for you. And I don't know if you still drink out of his coffee cup. Because he just says he meets you with this coffee cup. He's showing me like a brown mug or something like that. So lovely to be in his energy. Rhonda, I feel like he's just here to uplift you here tonight. I also feel a dog there with him. So do you know if he had a dog that had passed? I know a lot of you on Instagram is some of you are kind of resonating with this too, like Summer Hayes. He had plastic toothpicks in his pocket. You find dimes all the time, and yes, a mustache. So Summer Hayes, there's definitely some piggybacking going. So that is also your loved one trying to communicate to you tonight too. So anything that you guys can resonate with, those messages are for you as well. Yeah, because he says like me and my dad are reconnecting. Coffee, I smell coffee with him. And yes, he has a dog. Oh, the dog's name is Woof. Yeah, he's like, tell her the dog's here. And Rhonda, I do feel like that you're moving through your grief in a really beautiful way. Like he wants to honor how resilient you are, and he's like, now let's keep moving forward, And so just keep plugging ahead. And what was I just gonna say there? Oh, about his dad. Yeah, he says like me and my dad are healing, like we're reconnecting and kind of realizing where we could have like done things differently, or where I could have communicated better. He could have supported me more. So there's a lot of beautiful energy happening there too, Rhonda, that he wants to know. And the spirit world shows me is that, our relationships are never done. Even when you feel like you've had it with somebody here, it's like, unfortunately, if you don't deal with it here, you're going to deal with it over there. That there's always kind of reconciliation and healing and reflection of like how things could have, what you were here to teach each other, So I feel like he just wants you to know that too, Rhonda. So lovely to meet him. I love that he's here with this dog too. Beautiful. So let's just see if there's another spirit here and wants to come through. I almost like wanted to bring a dog through, but I just think it's his dog. I think that's what your dog Woof. So let's just see who else is here. As a medium, I must go through honestly 20 pens a month. Like it's just wild. How are all these pens did? I never thought I'd be writing this much as a medium. Okay, yeah, there we go. So okay. There's this gentleman here, and one of the first things he shows me is his posture is just so he's very different than Bob because he's much older, and I feel like he might be like in his early 90s when he passed. He shows me his posture is completely bent over. He shows me his most beautiful smile. His smile is so sweet. He's just so kind, very patient. I just feel like that's why he lived so long, is because he just really thought before he spoke. He was very considerate of others, always up for anything. I feel like he's a slow talker, like you're kind of waiting for him to finish his sentences. He shows me he always dressed to the nines. So even when he was older, that he always wanted like his nice slacks on and his dress shirt. And he did have a sweet tooth because he shows me he keeps some candies in his pocket. And I feel like he loved games. Like he shows me memories with you, like doing Scrabble or puzzles and things like that. And I just feel like almost when you spend time with him, you're almost in this little container, a little bubble of like peace. He just feels so safe to be with. I feel like he has a big legacy. So I do feel a lot of kids and grandkids and great grandkids that came after him, because even he guides some people. He leaves feathers all the time, especially for like some young males. He's a guide for some of the men in the family. So let me know if some of this makes sense to you guys. Oh, Summer Hayes. So I'm sure your dad, that dog is up there too. If that message is resonating with you too, that message is for you too. So yeah, so does this gentleman make sense here? So really horrible posture. I do feel like he had to have a walker there at the end that he hated. He hated feeling weak. That's for sure. Because he's just worried about his footing a little bit. I also feel like he has huge reading glasses. Like he makes me feel like there's like huge glasses that signature glasses. Like it's almost like he got them in the 80s and kept them till the end. It's definitely that generation, like you don't replace it until you've lost it or it's broken. He smiles at me. He does tell me he used to have some problems with his teeth, like especially, I feel like this left side of his mouth here. And very expressive eyebrows, like bushy eyebrows. So even if it's just a few things that resonate with you, please type them in the comments. Sounds like your grandfather, Shen. He always dressed up, lived to 104, has 8 children plus grandchildren. Yes, he didn't like the walker because he was so adventurous. Do you remember playing games with him, Megan? This is Megan, right? Did you say your name was Megan earlier? I just feel like he's, this pillar of your family. Yes, huge expressive eyebrows. It's almost like I feel like they're over the glasses. And he loves the book you're reading. So have you just started reading a book, Megan? He shows me he's with your studies. I don't know if you've been like studying some books and things like this. Tanya, you're also feeling this is your grandpa Ken. He had a stroke at the end of his life. Please let me know what else resonates with you, just so I can feel your energy. With your grandmother, Canasta, he used to play games. Yeah, he shows me like he just loved these containers. And I keep seeing a big tree. So is there a tree in honor of him? So did somebody like put a plaque on a tree or do a ceremony at a tree with him or something like that? He loved reading books and studying life coaching. Yeah, Megan, I do feel this is for you because I feel like he's smiling at me when I talk with you. And there's a couple of you here in Facebook that are also resonating with this. Your dad was kind of hunched over, mischievous grin, and loved chocolate and had bushy eyebrows. Yeah, I definitely feel a sweet tooth here. But Megan, are you also studying right now? Are you reading some books and things like that? Are you studying human design as well? I'm not sure about the tree. You can ask. Are you studying human design? And you guys, this is a message for everybody. If you have not learned your human design, it is epic. It is crazy. Oh, but Jeff, here you got a tree here. Yes, in Fish Creek, a tree. Okay, let me just make sure this isn't just with Megan here. So Jeff, have you been finding feathers, Jeff? So your dad was a bit hunched over, mischievous grin, and loved chocolate and had bushy eyebrows. Jeff, do you remember these glasses? Even does somebody still have his glasses? And do you find feathers? And there's a tree in honor of him, like where you guys had a memorial or spoke over him? No? Okay. So Tanya, I'm just going to check in with you here. You said, you sounds like your grandpa Ken. He had a stroke at the end of his life. I played games with my grandpa all the time. You see feathers all the time and used to play games. Big glasses. We had a tree at our farm that we spread his ashes under. He had big sunglasses. And I'm studying human resources. Oh, human design, human resources. I just wonder who this is for. So I'm just going to ask what are their names again? So Canasta. Oh, no. Shem. I'm just keep getting pulled around. So I just actually feeling like I'm really pulled to you, Jeff. Jeff, can I just run through your stuff again? Sorry. And Jeff, it's really weird that did I just randomly show up on your page and this is your first time here at Wednesday Whispers, right? So I just feel like he might have worked really hard to try and get you here. What was your dad's name? So your dad was hunched over, mischievous grin and loved chocolate, okay, and bushy eyebrows. And there was a tree that you guys had an honoring of, and he had big sunglasses. And his passing was all quite quick. Because I just kind of hear my body was done. My body was done. Are you studying something, Jeff? The funeral home did a tree planting in Fish Creek. Do you have a book of your dad's? Helmet. Huh. He just died within a week? Yeah, Jeff, I feel this is your dad. Helmet. And I mean, Megan, there's such a strong element there. There's so much there. And Jeff, I feel like he's with somebody studying as well. So I don't know if there is somebody in the household or in your family that's studying. And I feel like, did you find a feather that was like stuck to you? Like I almost feel like there's like been a feather on your pants, you know? And then he just shows me that, I don't know if you have like a book of his that you've been reading or thinking of reading. But he shows me, he says, I'm with the book. I'm with the book. And Megan, I'm sure I have no doubt that your grandfather's here too. Okay. He says, I'm with the book. And so you're reading a book of the Hitler Youth and he was born in Austria. Okay. Because it made me even feel like, I don't know if you've even looked into books about like the genealogy or like your ancestry and things like that too, because I felt like he was even showing me like a book that has like the lists of like his brothers and sisters and their children and all these kind of things too. So you did find a small weird feather, yeah, on a car seat, yeah, because it made me feel like he put it right here by your leg, right, yeah, like he wants to put it on your clothes. He tried to put it on your clothes. And you know, like feathers for me are always about hope, Jeff, you know, like always just like, even if you're going through a challenging time of restructuring, he says you're restructuring your life right now, is that, you know, feathers are just like, have hope, everything's going to work out for you. I love this twinkle in your dad's eye. Is just really lovely. And I just feel too, like he's here talking about ancestry. He was even at the very beginning here when I started connecting to the spirit. I really feel that he talks about his legacy, like through you and your children and your grandchildren and all these kind of things, that he's going to be a guide, especially for the boys. For some reason, I just kind of feel like he keeps talking about the males in the family. He and his brother were in that because they had to. He and his brother were in that. Like the book, or yes, very playful. Like I feel like he's pulling like, you know, this wrapper of candy out and like offering it to me really playfully and things like that. Oh, weird. My camera just did something weird. Ooh. I'm like, he feels so playful. And then my camera does something kind of crazy. I love that. And you know, so even if you're like watching, how do I like get this to go? My camera to like, what are you doing here, helmet, to my camera? Camera changed to, why is the focus all weird? It's like I'm out of focus. What did the spirit world do? Oh, no Hitler Youth. No Hitler Youth. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my camera and I don't know if I can turn it off. Oh, there we go. Let's see if I can turn it back on. Spirits are weird. Sometimes on Zoom, weird things happen too. Okay, I guess I'm just going to be fuzzy. That is so annoying. How do I fix that? What is going on? Well, that's really annoying. But anyway, I just want to finish connecting here with Helmet and just Helmet. You know, I really just kind of feel as he's just talking here about this huge legacy, like also knowing where you've come from, the men that you've come from, and the men that are coming after you. Because if you don't have grandsons yet, you definitely will, Jeff. Okay, this camera is bothering me so bad. What the hell? Okay, Helmet, I need you to fix my camera, please. Have you been having some weird electricity things or some weird on and off things going with your technology? because that is really weird. Are you guys still there? Have I totally like disconnected this or lost it? Okay, I'm just gonna have to go with it. So I just want to thank Helmet for being here. Just know these feathers are a reminder to you of, that he's communicating with you. That he loves how you guys have honored him with this tree. He says, I'm with the tree. Yes. So beautiful to meet your dad, Jeff. So what am I drinking tonight? I am drinking, give me your last guess. If you loved being with me here tonight, and you want a smaller group with me so we can do some more, more messages, and it's a beautiful time together. I think it usually goes about an hour and a half, and every single person does get a reading. And then if you are looking to develop your intuition, I would love to be your guide, learn how spirit communicates, how you blend with your loved ones, how you decode messages. And there's just loads and loads of content, for you to work at your own pace and also to practice with me. So if you feel called, that is already starting next Thursday. So you guys think I'm drinking water? What? Oh, some other people are seeing feathers in their grief. Beautiful. So I don't know if anybody felt a little fruity. I think somebody did. It is raspberry. I'm drinking raspberry tea tonight. My son picked it up. Oh, I'm back. So Jeff, you did do some digging into his father's World War I and II service. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I feel that. Ancestry, understanding where you've come from feels really important, and also where you're headed. So do you have a grandson yet? Because you're going to. Yeah, even like a few, I think. A couple or a few. Oh, awesome, Jeff. These things are very abstract. So if this is your first time going to a medium, just let it wash over you and kind of digest it. Okay, some people got some orange. Orange, so you did get the fruit vibe. Hibiscus, Lynn, okay. Yeah, as soon as I said goodbye to Helmet, look, my camera came back on. You can't make that up. There are no coincidences. Repeat after me. There are no coincidences. Oh, you were getting red. Megan, you can feel your grandpa. Beautiful. Love that. Yeah, raspberry tea. I'm like, it's spring. I guess my son's into the fruit vibe. So many blessings to you guys. I love joining you. I'm back for Wednesday Whispers now. No more hockey games. So please tell your friends. I love just being in community with you after we do our readings too, or after you've seen me in a live and we get to connect again. It always feels so hard to have these like intense connections and then I never see you again. So I love just creating this community. I'd love to bring you guys up live. I'd love to, have a link available that if you want to come up for a reading that I would actually be able to see your face. I also think it might just be more entertaining. I feel like I gotta shake it off. You've been looking at your grandpa's genealogy too, Megan? Yeah, there's so many parallels there. I have no doubt they were both trying to talk to me. Yeah, I kind of want to pull you guys up live. I know that it's kind of late some places and you might be in your pajamas and stuff, but I'd love to see your faces and connect. So I'll see how that goes. So have a beautiful week and know that you are always being supported and loved by your team, that when you miss your loved ones, as soon as you think of them, they come to your side. So you're never alone, my friends, as we go through this crazy world, crazy times. And, our souls signed up to be here for a very important reason because we're going to be here for it. Things are only going to get worse. So buckle up and stay connected to your souls, my friend. Okay. See you next week. Much love to you. Bye.